Welcome. We are reigniting the Holy School. It is Halloween. I come to you as Top Gun. Mixed with Mystic and I don't know what else, but we're here. I have Sarah here, who's in Egypt. And then I have Tess here, my right-hand woman. And it looks like we are here to do whatever is here to reignite the Holy School. I want as many contributors here as possible. I got a message from Nikki saying that there's a rearrangement of her time, and this time gets hoping that every contributor watches it, and that you get inspired to do something here. I'm going to use it like I would use it for the Holy School. Is my sound okay? You can hear me and the music? I just like some background, yeah. So welcome. And okay. Oh, it's such a perfect song. Okay. Great for all of you. And I think we're all coming back from some beautiful breaking. We're all ready for the Holy School. I'm probably going to cry a lot because I'm so honored to be able to do this. And it feels like it's so time. There's so many people asking for this, wanting this, desiring this, to find it within themselves. So it's perfect that it's virtual right now. So we all can buy our land, right? All the contributors are here to work virtually, and so we can all purchase our own land. So being a contribution at the Holy School is to be able to have physical manifestations of these world happen. So there's Holy Land, right? And so that's the prayer I give right now, is that you all feel held enough that you're able to claim land that's yours. Build temples that are yours. Somehow I landed in mine. I finished. I can move this. I would show you that this whole thing is full. That wall, I finished decorating my home for you before I did this morning. To really settle into my own temple, to really open up this Holy School. I'm taking this initiation serious. The intention here is to open January 1st, for there to be programs to offer to the members, as well as for me to open up my space to contributors. My space is actually planning to initiate tomorrow space of my monthly and my this program I'm building for contributors to have some sort of onboarding, and it's a price, and it's that you get all the resources that will then be the onboarding. You can get it way cheaper and all the things, because it's going to take me some time for building this together. I already have some content I'm going to start putting today, and tomorrow I've been recording all weekend. I took Shabbat in honor of launching this Holy School, and I really rested to restore so that I prepared all week to be able to do this, to really give myself that rest, to really fill myself up, to really get some time to get back and see if I'm ready. My intention is to keep doing Shabbat, and my intention also is for the Holy School to be able to be a place for rest and safety, and that you can plan a day that is for Shabbat. I have tons of resources and things if you want to step into this mysticism of routine that I'm doing. Again, it's going to be mixed, but what I need to do is I need to consolidate my energy. Those are really good. Either you're self-sustaining, you already have a mentor, or you're getting a mentor. Choose to do it with me, that's great. I'm not attached. There's abundance. And I know that I'm so inspired to just put stuff into my Holy School are people drawn to me, however they're drawn to me, or my current students in my classroom, or whatever it is. I'm here to be an open book, because there's so much to share, and all of the hearts are tender, and all of this is Sounds yogurt. So, with that being said, I'm going to take some breaths and then I'm going to open up the space for us to have a collaborative talk. My opening of the space might have any movement, breath, sound, whatever involved, but it feels like I might pass it to one of you to also just continue the ritual, if that is something that could happen. And we're going to then connect. But my intention is for initiation. I gave my proposal. Shalimar has arrived. So Shalimar, you can just go ahead and hop in with us if you wish. I'm going to close my eyes. I have space around me to be able to move if I wish. I have a drum nearby and I also have a sound bowl. I have tobacco and I have sage and Palo Santo, and I have prayer books that I have available to me right now. So as I'm breathing, I'm asking you to look around your space and see what you have. If there's something you're going to offer, when I pass it or open it, or put the passing contributor thing in the middle and you pick up the thing to contribute. I'm going to breathe and I'll do first. This might be a time for witnessing, a time for doing with, or a time for simply just being disturbed. Can I move for you all as my alarm given? You want to dance with me? This is my offering to ignite you, my prayer to you. And if you wish just to witness, that's cool too.
She walking so fast, she walking so fast, she walking so fast. Oh, lady, she don't know how she goes. She walking so fast, she walking so fast, she walking like a babe. Her image it lasts, and I know she floats so long as she goes. She owns the eyes as she flies right through the sound, moving her body all around town. Hey, mommy, hey, mommy, I know where you are. I know where you are, I know where you are. Sooner or later the dudes at bodegas will hold their lips and own this shit, coming to terms on a shivery tip. But I hear her, she don't know the gravity she holds as she pulls on the eyeballs of all the kids standing tall. Hey, mommy, I know where you are. Hey, mommy, I know where you are. Hey, mommy, she walking so fast, she walking so fast, she walking so fast. Oh, lady, she don't know how she goes. She walking so fast, she walking so fast, she walking like a babe. Hey, look at that ass, and I know she floats along as she goes. She owns her eyes as she flies right through the sound, moving her body all around town. Hey, mommy, hey, mommy, I know where you are, I know where you are, I know where you are. Sooner or later the dudes at bodegas will hold their lips and own the shit, coming to terms on a shivery tip. But I hear her, she don't know the gravity she holds, so she
wanted to raise the heartbeats of everyone and put some injections into it in my morning. Okay. With that being said, I put the thing in the middle. Is there anyone who wishes? I can share music. I can stop share. Anyone wish to do anything?
That was good. And for those of you who don't know, I'm being grandma today, so you will see one or two little me's running around.
And their contribution to the Holy School for sure.
Absolutely. And hang on, sweetheart, pencils aren't in that.
Yes.
No, they're up there.
Where?
Up there.
Up there.
Sorry. Somebody is needing my attention. That was good. I really enjoyed dancing to that song, and I want to welcome everybody to the reignition of this holy school and a coming back to being whole and holy. And not that we ever really left, but sometimes during this last little bit, it felt like I had. So lots of shifts, lots of different just cycles starting and ending, and transitions, death in the metaphorical term, not a physical, but lots of different cycles in that respect. And I am ready to come back and be full and whole. And Sophia, Stella, will you open the door, please? Nosh wants out.
Give Nosh what he wants.
She did. And so lots of that, and I'm ready to. I've been hearing the whisper, and I'm going to respond before the universe yells at me, because when the universe yells, it's painful.
Animals.
Yeah. Very painful. So with that, I am complete and look forward to answering any questions or hearing your shares.
Okay. And with that, we'll just put it back in the middle. If anyone wants to contribute anything, could be anything. We have time before I go into any logistics of anything and answer questions. And there's no question.
Yeah, I just wanted to share maybe not parallels, because I'm not going to assume it was what has been happening for everyone, but in my own life there was just also like a rebirth or a disentanglement, I think, is more of what's been happening in that process. I think I'm listening closer to what wants to come through me and what it is I want to offer. And I'm also realizing that I don't necessarily want to be the best at whatever it is that I offer. I just want to have what wants to flow through me flow. Just allow it that space. Thank you.
That is such medicine for all of us. Like I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like making joke. I don't know how to do any of the things that I'm doing right now, but I think I'm just showing up and doing it, the best that I can. And what I can looks completely different than any way anyone else is doing it. Thank God. Or whatever we call that thing. beautiful. Shalimar, do you want to say anything?
Hi.
Hi, I love you.
Just I guess I'm just feeling like just observing and staying quiet. I'm not really sure what I came into, so I'm just enjoying your company and looking forward to learning a little bit more about where this school is going, and looking forward to finishing up my process of beginning, I guess.
Beautiful. That gives me a really good idea, actually. Cass, can you step into a bit of a mechanic for me?
Yeah.
Can you find the example of the like sales sheet of a private group and a private cohort space? Like the link so that people can see what that looks like, of one that's
Okay.
made of either yours or mine, or Nikki has one, like either
Okay.
of those that are easy accessible for you.
Okay. Give me a second and I'll get online and
My Instagram link tree, but I want to
yeah, that's fine. I can get it. It just take me a second.
okay, yeah, and okay, great, thank you. Because I think we should share a screen and actually show that on this. That'd be great. Okay, cool. Yeah, Shalimar, this is the initiation. It's actually, this call was requested by Nikki because she really wanted to get back to meeting other contributors and really like collaborating. And she's the one who had an active private space. She was like our guinea pig ahead of everyone. And Kes and I were both feeling this call to come back. So she actually asked for the call, not even seeing the email or the message sent out about us being like, hey, we're here, we're poking everyone. So it's just like this awakening happening. We're like, cool, this is on point. So this was a time to really give time to the Holy School and see who wanted to show up and see what people needed. And I wanted to give it time to also be fun and an experience for people. So if they tune in later, they can still dance with us, they can breathe with us, they can giggle with us, whatever. But then also we can use it as an informational thing where we can share what everything looks like, because not everyone's had their onboarding call or really knows what they even signed up for. So it would be helpful it would be just a flow and okay, you're just going for it. Okay, great. It will be a flow and we'll see what's here. So Cass is sharing her screen. And I wasn't ready to go here yet, but we can go here first. I wanted to see what questions there were before we looked at anything. Okay, great. So first, I know Sarah has a question, and Shalimar, I also want to see where you're at with the Holy School and if you have any specific questions, or if it's more of an observing and letting digest call for you.
Yeah, I just want to reschedule my onboarding call so I can finish up my beginning, and I feel pretty solid in what I wanted to offer as a start, and just get going.
Cool. Cass, another thing we should bring up is a site of a link of the library, just to show them how to get there in the topics. Okay, great. That'd be awesome to show a visual for that. And that'd be helpful for me as a visual learner. Okay, Sarah, for you, what question did you have that I could not read this morning?
So my question was, so I have this 21-day email series kind of quest set up. So I have like all the emails ready and stuff, and my question was how to set up that basically the landing page or whatever that was on screen right now. And
Yes. Okay, so are people paying for the 21 journey?
yeah, yes, and I wanted to kind of offer it at a special rate for people who sign up for the Holy School. So like paid members, I want to give like some sort of special.
Okay, cool. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a library post in the Holy School, and it will have a link to your email sign up. They'll get a discount link in the library article, so they get it through that. So when you post the article, you would give like a summary of what they're signing up for, introduce yourself, and then you would give them the link to sign up and they would get the discount code there. So you're like, well, how I'm offering it to you all to hear more, but you're giving a snippet of it and just like a gem of whatever the 21-day thing is. It's an offering. So you just want to write an article about it and give them something that would be a taste of it, and then like to actually go on the 21-day journey here. So it could be a video of you talking about it. It could be an article post. It could be a piece of art with a quote. It could be anything, but something to then have a link for them to go sign up. But your advertisement is also gets to be an offering. So you get to give a piece of it to the Holy School. That's part of the discount. And then you can give them a discount code financially if they're a member. So it's just in the member space only. So it'll be in the member library, not in the Holy School library. It would be in the contributor or in the actual cohort for the membership. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I was also thinking like,
and it could be a discount code to the entire school. It could be for free members too. Everyone gets the discount code. You know, you could do that too. Okay, but keep going.
I think that, and I was also thinking of like, how could it be hosted on the school? So like on Mighty Networks, there's the option of creating
chapters in active campaign. You want the okay, wait, there's another thing. What you're doing is a 21-day series. You're making a program, you're making a course. So this is a cohort, you're making your program to build off of. It's going to be huge. So this is where you're going to eventually go live every day and be like the Sophia code where you do 21 days of whatever. You're going to do 21 days with Sarah. So this is when you start actually like building the bigger course to host it at a bigger capacity. Where they're paying you way more money, and it's either a monthly journey or it's an actual course where they sign up as a cohort, and it's a program. It's like a teachable where you give them things every day. And that's what you're building. That's exactly. I want everyone to be in my private space, because I can hear your ideas and be like, oh, dude, no, this is it. Here, go over here and build this. So there's me advertising myself. I'm good at doing this. People hire me to do it. So if you want to do like that shit, you should come into, I'm going to do time like this for all contributors when I'm available, and see who's available, and you can make requests. And if you want this on, you're going to do the thing. Okay, Sarah, what else is there?
Yeah, so like I thought like, so when it's live and running in its live cohort, it could just be like, here, go to Mighty Networks because this chapter is uploaded right now. Like this email is up, go check it, here's the link.
Yeah, think of all of the ways you can run off of this. We have a 21-day email series. You could do a private space where people are paying you monthly just to be giving these offerings in this context, because this is what you're studying and building. While you're building the actual course, that then you're charging, I don't know if it's like $1,000 to go through this 21-day intimate experience with you that you're only offering twice or 3 times a year, because you only take on 15 and you literally hold 15 people for 21 days. Like that's the type of things you could be doing at the Holy School. And then you can have little private, you can have smaller little courses of just like 21 days of the meditation, and it's $15, and it's something that's something on there, right? You can have all of these different packages and varieties for all the different finances, but you have to be able to weigh it in a way where the amount that you're holding is how much you're getting paid, because you get to be fucking abundant.
And this is where I'm stuck, because I keep thinking of like exchange rates, and I'm like, oh gosh, even though like all the spaces I engage in are spaces that deal in US dollars, and I'm just like stuck in this Egyptian pound, like, oh my goodness, that's like 16 Egyptian pounds to the one US dollar. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So there's also that. I think with
Yeah,
that,
this
I'm
is a
complete.
huge breakthrough in whatever it gets to be for you. I'm not claiming that one for you, but whatever that is, like, that's what I'm like, you're trying to make it really easy for people to get your material. And I'm telling you, stop it. You're fucking sacred. And you get to be able to have this also be easy where you're giving yourself the amount of support to be able to do this stuff in integrity to yourself. You're a holy worker. How do you want to holy work? Like I woke up, I was like, how do I want to start my holy day before I do this thing that I don't even know who's gonna show up? I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna go dress up and put a bunch of shit on that wall. That's how I did it. Made a bunch of coffee, smoked cigarettes. That's what I did. Meditated. Okay. Does that feel good? Are there any other questions? I keep cutting you off though.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Tess, will you share your screen? Wherever
Yes.
you feel like is a good place to start there.
Yeah, I actually
run
would like to start elsewhere than where we were.
My calendar.
Okay, hang on.
Halloween.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so when you enter the Holy School, you enter here. This is what you first see. Up here, we'll say this is notifications, and these are messages that are specifically to you. And then this is where you can go to do all your personal settings, et cetera, your saved drafts, saved posts. Okay. Now, Steph was talking about the library, and that is the topics. But from here, you are in the free membership space. So when you go to topics, you are in the free membership topics library. So this is where we send, let's see, where was that? It was,
There's stuff in study for holy living.
yeah. So this is, I was looking.
Let me show something. Okay, so scroll down.
Yep.
Okay, so go welcoming back to the, wait, just go to the top one and just like the 4 articles there. Welcoming myself back to activate the Holy School. That's a video. The second,
Yeah.
one, going live to speak about Simcha. It's another video. It's linked to YouTube. Daily practice elements to include. That links to my landing page for my email, and it actually signs them up for an email series. And then the last one is an event. So like there's so many things that can be posted in the library just to show the variety. And if you click, will you click on the daily practice one? How we have this set up, scroll down just a little bit. So I introduce it. This post is a sneak peek to my larger offering given to the membership community. I give the larger access to the 21-day or whatever this email series. I gave it to the membership, but I put something into the free membership, just saying here's a little gem from it. And I say if you want to sign up for full memberships, sign up here. So this, even every single time I put something into the Holy School, I think of how I can offer it to the free community. Go up, Cass. Okay, so then we'll go to the article. Okay, so I say the membership community, a private cohort for those subscribed. So I describe it here. So in the library for the contributors, there's all of these templates to make it really easy for you to copy and paste this shit into your article so that you don't have to remember it. You just need to know where all of the libraries are to be able to support you in like injecting in all of the ways. I'm teaching you how to do this of all of the professional practices of get a juicy one for the membership, get a free one for the free, and promote yourself and do an event about it. And like, then the offering is all to your own stuff. It's to your Instagram, it's to your YouTube, it's to your, like, I'm here to get people to go to you. So it's time for you to build your studies and build your rooms and build your private spaces and build your email list. And like, I'm not hosting anything because I don't want anyone to feel like they're stuck at the Holy School. I want you to build your own temple on land. So like, I want this to be a portal. This is a portal. That's why the password to this was portal. Okay. So then I say my gem given to the community at large. And then I give them a little piece of it. I don't know what I said. Okay, go on.
Yep.
Okay, so then this is just the roots of what I do. I say the 3 pieces of my daily practice are to ground, to release, and to set intention. And then I give them a question at the end to respond to get to the community to start to think, and also giving them reflection questions that could support them in actually being specific in their reflection. So we want that to happen, and we are inviting us as contributors. Oh, Cecilia loved it. We're inviting, we're inviting each other to really comment and like reflect, and even be like, oh, I thought the similar thing. Here's a link to my article running off of yours, you know, to build on one another, or even ask challenging questions to each other to let this be holy conversation. So we really want, this is great to just share of all of the ways in which you don't even have to have an article, but you can be so engaging in here by just reading and actually partaking in the holy work and reflecting and offering your wisdom is a contribution. And so that's also a way to get like yourself involved and inspired to make your own article.
And then I'll show you an article example that is just strictly an article for getting people to think and also to see a flavor of yourself. And that would be something like what I wrote here, which is the artistry of words. And it's actually it's becoming a series. And this is just an excerpt from the full article. And I did the same thing here so that they could see the whole, the same thing. And then I just put an excerpt of the major of the article to give them a taste. And then if they wanted to see, they could go to if they wanted to finish the full article, they could go to the membership library. And then at the end, oh, this one I should have put, oh no, that's right. I should have put questions in the free article, and I forgot to do that, but they are there. So if you want to go to, can we go, Steph, are we ready to go to the full membership library?
Sure.
Okay, so if you want to go to the full membership library, you go to cohorts, you go into the membership community. So now you're in the membership community, and then you go to topics. Now you're in the membership. So here is the full artistry of word article that I gave the gave to the full membership, the membership. And here are the consideration questions that I put into for them to comment on. And then so this is just an idea, and it just, let's see. And then here, oh, study of holy living. I don't know where you put, Steph, where did you put?
Oh, that's a good one. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so here's one for women among women work, asking for your wisdom in response. So this is
literally like a call out to be like, hey, can this be a topic we talk about?
Yeah. So so that's kind of the idea there for the topics. And then,
can I show something? I'm going to interrupt.
Yeah.
You. Go to activity
Go ahead.
feed.
Go to where?
Activity feed.
Okay, gotcha.
And then scroll down. Okay, so then there's featured, but then right below that will be like the latest activity. So if it's feeling overwhelming for to be like, I don't know what's posted or whatever, you can go to activity feed and see in this way. If you go to discovery, show them discovery. So discovery, there's like a welcome post. You can see the featured. You can scroll down and see the upcoming events, or you can start following certain topics if that's where like you feel like you are wanting to study and want to know and get notified for those things. And you can also see members in the same specialty, which kind of sucks right now. So we have to figure that Then if you go to members, you see all of the members, and you can see near you, newest, host, and online now. So that's just simply a list of everything and everyone. If you were to go to about, this gives you like the invite link to be able to give to people. This is an invite to the membership community since we are in the membership cohort. If you were in the contributors cohort and you were to invite, you would be inviting someone to the contributors thing. So, so we'll show you that because that would also be the same invite if I were to invite someone to my private space. I've set up mine. So we'll show one of those. Or we'll show Kessie since we're on her computer. Okay, and then go to topic.
Okay, but I wanted to invite, this is your specific, this is specific to you if you go into invite. So you can send this email to somebody. So go to topics.
Well, yeah, and that brings us to a topic of when people sign up, it gives you like a bronze thing or whatever, and that's part of the membership thing we get to figure out for the, like when we start making money of who gets money for who they're like being with and who they've brought to the Holy School, and we want to have some sort of a, you know, some sort of thank you for bringing contributors on board to do their business. But I don't know what that invite looks like and what the system looks like, because it's not all of my 5 are not full-on paying members, but I've enrolled a bunch of contributors, so like I would be whatever, but I don't know what that system looks like. I might just take it down, that awarding system, because it feels weird.
Yeah, it's not working the way we intended it to work, because
Cool.
I've invited.
Thanks, Sarah. Use the link, and also like just know the bronze or whatever. We don't know what that means. So thank you. You got awarded something by Mighty Networks, but we don't know what that is. Okay,
Yeah.
so what will you go to the contributors cohort?
Yeah.
I just want to show that library real quick. So you have to go back to the network. This is kind of a pain in the ass, and you have to go back to cohorts, and then you'll go to cohort contributors. We made it featured for you. So there's always going to be only members and contributors as featured. No one's private space will be featured. It will just be those two to make it easy for all of us. So then here, this is our contributors space. This is made for you. Everything's a little different. So if you go to discover, no, just go to topics. We have our own events. It will all show up in your calendar anyways. We never went to events in the main space, so that's okay. So the topics look different. There's the first one's onboarding process. That's where you go to be onboarded. Second is announcements for Holy workers. The third is knowing the context when it's ready to dive deeper. Fourth is integrating your work of like how to do stuff, like how to submit your library stuff to be featured on the emails. When I think that at some point we're going to need some support in building templates and all of that with everything that's happening, as well as forms for applying for your paid programs. You're not going to be able to make your things go charged. We do that. We don't want you guys dealing with all of the behind the scenes and everyone knowing everyone's stuff. That's not really anyone's business. So we're going to hold it sacred. And we're actually going to hold it so sacred that I don't even know. Cass is pretty much the only one that knows. So when forms are submitted, then Cass pretty much does that shit. So I help out as much as possible, but she's the mechanic of it. So that's how you do paid programming. So she can set up the back end and give you all the links, and she almost loses her head every single time. So please be patient with her and test the links. And like every time is a learning. It's great. And so there's how-tos there, and that's literally you supporting Cass in dealing with the monsoon. The next one, I don't know what number we're on, is marketing and branding materials, which will start to have way more shit because I'm starting to journal and make some new art and do all the things. I'm going to throw it all in there so you guys can go wild with it. It's really rad what's happening. And then good old how-tos, which I don't think we have shit in there yet, but we have it because we want to make one of those things. Topics just started.
It's just getting started. But there will be how-tos in there.
Will you go to the onboarding process one, since that's
Yeah.
it would okay. So the short list requirements. There's an onboarding form. There is a WHOLLY School profile. Oh, have your WHOLLY School profile completed, and then submit your contributor agreement where you print and sign it that you've read the agreement, so you know what all the stuff is. You then will submit your social media kit. This is like, if you want to be on Instagram, you should do that shit. If I don't get it, then like I'm not chasing you, to be honest. That's like, we're all sovereign WHOLLY workers here. If you want to be on social and you have stuff to share and you're one of those people, send it to the email. Please don't send it to any of the other spaces that you know Kes and I in, because we need to start consolidating our energy. So it's something I really want to do. So everything is like thewhollyschool@gmail.com, please. Email both the social media kit and contributor agreement to whollyschool.com. If you're one of those people who's promotery like me and you want to print it out and you actually want to sign it and like make a whole thing about it and a post about it and send it my way, then we will totally do a fun thing. If you want to do a video about it, a little, Instagram, whatever, just have some fun with this shit. You're a WHOLLY School worker. Do however you want to do. Okay. Have the subject be your name, onboarding information. Please have your name and any nicknames on there. That is for Kes and I to easily be able to Google, be like, where's Sarah shit? Okay. Onboarding card. Then there's an onboarding call. We get to limit the amount of like offerings we give in that, with Kes opening up Kes and I opening up our private spaces, but we do want to show you how-tos and do show you what's available. So I'm going to limit Kes and I to like only one of us being on the call and it being 30 minutes, because we get to really honor our time in all of this, and all of this is laid out here too. So I just want to like articulate that, and Kes and I like funneled a lot of energy into it, and then there was this breaking of like we haven't taken care of ourselves. So that's my own sacred boundary right there of like, yes. Okay, great. So an easy way to get around this platform to find information is to click topics in any cohort you're in. You will know what cohort you're in based off of 1, the color, 2, the logo on the side. The contributors logo is the light one with the dark color. The membership is the opposite. And also it says cohort contributors on the left-hand side. So because it's labeled. That's how you know what cohort you're in, to know what library, to know what events, to know all the things. If you're in the main,
it also shows you right here what one you're in.
And if you're in the main space and you press, I think if you press events in any of the spaces, all of your events show up. Will you see that? Oh, we don't have any events. We'll test that. Okay, so watch where you do events. Watch where you post them. Okay, great. And as far as the onboarding goes, you're actually not going to be able to post anything in the free space unless you're a contributor, meaning you've done that stuff. If you're someone who doesn't care about social media and that's not part of your onboarding process, but you just want to have the onboarding call, cool. But you need to have the contributor agreement given to us, and you need to have read it and looked around and created your profile and like done some poking around so you come with questions. So we're not just doing this. If you haven't done this, then we're going to say, go watch this. So if you're watching this now, thanks for watching it. Now you know how to do all the things. So now go schedule your onboarding call. Okay. Cool.
So yeah.
Are there any questions from Sarah or Shalimar? Yes, go to an invite, like to buy into something, one of the private spaces or the private club.
Okay.
I'm good. Okay, great. We just want to show you what the link looks like, because you're submitting all this material and it's literally because we're copying and pasting. Oh, Meredith. Go
I was trying to find.
Go back to network.
Yeah.
And then you need to go to.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right here. This is what it looks like when you do a purchased program.
Yes, you need a new.
I need a new image, I know.
Okay, go now. Okay, wait. Can you go slow, please?
Yes, ma'am.
And start so I can explain everything. Okay.
Okay.
So can you not use yours with the image? Can you use one with the right image? Like a sized image that, okay. It doesn't need, okay, but it could be mine. Okay, so start at the very top. The
It
whole
is.
study, the Holy Culture is spiral. So this is a subscription space. It's monthly or yearly. You give a discount for the yearly. I do that intentionally because I would rather people study with me for a year and give themselves the ability to take a month off and to know that $64.99 is restorative investment for them just as much. So I'm giving them that. They can subscribe monthly or annually. This is a space that I'm going to be giving stuff to. I have a lineup set up and a structure and a context. So I'm going to explain it in here, but just so you know, this is what this is. This is not a course. This is a monthly subscription or a yearly subscription, meaning there's like a routine in what you're doing. So this isn't like 21-day things. You might do it in here there. You might offer it in here or whatever, but this isn't a time to do programs. That's a private cohort. That's a study cohort, which is more of a teachable program thing. Just want to explain that distinction. Okay, so then scroll down to the image. That is what the actual image looks like on this. It doesn't look, when you actually have it on another screen, it's the right size. They're not so good with responsive stuff, so just know that and design accordingly. Sometimes it looks like this, sometimes it's my full image. In the site, it's my full image. Okay, so then scroll down. That's why I wanted it to be that way, Cass, just so I could show that.
Yeah,
okay.
I understand.
Okay, so what you will get is when you get in my space, they automatically get the membership community, or they get the Holy, and they get the Holy Study, which is my private cohort space. So if they're a member, there is another offering in there for members that is a cheaper amount. That is just to the Holy Study. That is a different link. So you need to know that too. So because the Holy School, if they're paying outside of their membership, the Holy School is taking $11.99 per month per person, or if it's one of the yearly things, then it's in the contract. Exactly, I'm not going to quote it. You have to go look at it. That will be taken out of that. So there are different links and different amounts, and you'll get to know that. Okay, so then hosts, it lists like random hosts. Really, it doesn't make any sense. So then keep going. Description. This is where you actually get to write stuff out. This is just my example. So I say, for those who are already paying members, reach out for special pricing by emailing, and I say email me. Do not put the Holy School. It's your responsibility to know your links. I have my links, and I will send them my link to the discounted code for them to sign up that way. They'll come in that way. It's a discount, so it feels behind the scenes, and really it's just a different portal. It's a different price. So Cass actually figures out that when their head's coming off, so that's why you have to be kind. Okay, to qualify for special pricing, include the link of your name of your personal profile. This is all on integrating your work, by the way. This is a template on the Holy School to ensure that you're an active member of the Holy School. So like you're actually going to go to their profile. You're going to see in their profile that they are actually a member of the Holy School, because it will show what cohorts they're a member of. So you'll be able to confirm that yourself and then just literally send them over. So you're doing all the confirmation stuff. You're doing all the accountability. You're opening your study. You're your accountant, and and you're figuring. Okay, cohort context is where I go next. So then this is what I would then say you can do, but I say the content, the context in my offerings, and then go to show more. And then I listed it as my wisdom next. This is all free writing. And then I said reasons people work with me, and I list a bunch of reasons. But this is all available for you. I mean, you can go for forever for the description. And then the benefits is actually a bullet list. So this is when I give my actual, like, what it looks like. So I say 2 collective Zooms, 2 live channels, a monthly rhythm of offerings, hear first from the Holy Culturist, a cohort based of collective work, just to like be a part of a collective, opportunities for collaboration, co-facilitation when I pass them stuff and whatever. Monthly email exchange. So I'm offering 1 email exchange and 10% off any of my other offerings. So that's all that I'm offering my bullet points. You can even say like, I'm going to give a discount to people in my cohort and then handle that mess with links. So then at the end, it automatically wants to sign them up for annually, which is great. And then they could click that over and it would go back to $64.99 and then they would subscribe. So this is, you're going to have your own portal like this. That isn't on the Holy School main page. It's within the system. So that is why you will have your specific links, and the links look great. When you're logged out and you actually go to the links, they're like full web pages. So they look really nice. So that's what it all looks like. And there's the actual form to submit. So you need to know your shit. And then when you submit your stuff to Kes, then that's like the copying and pasting that happens. Kes, do you want to add anything? And thank you for with my over nervous system of like needing you to slow down tremendously. Thank you.
No, you're fine. You know how we work. It works great. The only thing that I want to add is that the form is in the cohort library. If you go to cohorts, topics, I think it is in integrating your work. Updated articles must have, updating create paid offering right here. So you will find all of that, everything that you need. And if it's not there, then email us and let us know and we will create it. But everything you need is in the cohort library in order to create content or have questions or whatever. Yeah, that's the only thing I wanted to add. So do you guys have, Shalimar, Sarah, do you have any questions? Cool.
Sorry. Yeah, okay. So my question is, what's the difference between a contributor and a member?
Okay, a contributor is someone like Steph or myself or you or Sarah who are creating the content.
Mm-hmm.
A member is either a free member, somebody who just comes in and just cruises through the free membership information. And then the paid member is somebody who gets all of the juicy stuff. And the member, those are the ones that we're having sign up to our classes and stuff. Our classes, our cohorts, our study groups, our programs, that kind of thing.
Okay.
The contributors are the contributors are the personal trainers, and the members are the members of the gym. It's a soul gym.
Oh, there you go.
And are the offerings we do available only to members, or can they be available to others as well?
Everyone.
You could do either or both.
So if we're offering to members, we're usually offering at a discount.
You can, yeah.
Well, there's
but
2 price points.
Yeah, 2 price points. One is for non-members and one is, or for free non-members, and one is for the membership that already paid for the monthly or the annually.
And what is the membership cost again? $11.99 or?
$11.99 a month or $99.99 a year.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Can I ask why you're asking?
Huh?
Why are you asking? Can I ask why?
I'm just trying to get my head around the structure.
Yeah. And I think that as a contributor, I'm totally going to be in other contributor spaces. And I think that I think the only difference is the ability. So contributors, as the personal trainers, or however you want to hold that, the context holders, they can create the articles and the events in all of the spaces. In the free space, everyone can reply. No, can they all reply to the articles and everything? Everyone can reply to everything. But they're replying only to the shit. So it's only in comments. In the membership community, it's just juicier content. And everyone can reply in the feed. But as a member, you're really offering as like a reflection or partaking. As a contributor, you can build your own stuff and put it into the space. Cool. And
So the way I look at it is what I put into the free membership is the taste, is a nugget. And then what I put into the membership space is the whole gold mine.
And Shalimar, the idea is for you to be able to start offering stuff to them to pay you for. So like your own private spaces, like I could see you totally just being like, I'm gonna make a bunch of free content, like awesome, and like make sure that you're building to something so that you can, they're hopping in your spaces. I don't know what you're thinking about your timeline or anything, but what that feels like for you. Beautiful. Well, with that being said, I'm feeling like my capacity is being hit. Do we feel like our capacity is being hit? Can you stop sharing your screen?
Yep. It is. I wanted to ask Sara if any of that spurred any additional questions before we complete, because my capacity, I'm at capacity as well.
No, I think I have a lot more clarity. I think I'll just play around with it, like on Mighty Networks, and then in doing that, maybe more questions would arise, but I doubt. But I'll keep you posted. Thank you.
Awesome.
When you're ready to leave, you can leave. I want to play this song. I love you. For those who know my personal life, Remy, Edie, and Betsy will be here shortly. So just see the sun. It's like your grounding music is. I like it. You're loved. I'm gonna stop the recording. Contributors, ignite. You're all assembling. I don't know when the next thing will be, but it'll be at some point. I'm gonna keep just putting shit into the shit. Join me in putting shit into the shit. It's all holy. You're drinking coffee, whatever you're drinking, smoking something, you're enjoying something, cheers it, do it. I pray that you know you're holy. Happy Halloween. Happy, I can never say it's right, but the witchy way of saying.
Wayne.
What?
Wayne.
Wayne.
Or Wayne.
Wayne. In the mystic Jewish land, we held Purim. It's a different time and place, but it was my favorite holiday growing up in Temple. Okay. Ciao. I'm still recording. Bye! I pressed the wrong button.